Hey y'all, JamiThatsMe here. Listen, I just came to y'all real quick because of Huda Mustafa. We have to talk about Huda, formerly of Love Island USA. She recently received a restraining order against her. By who you say? Oh, well, her man's ex-girlfriend slash baby mama. Yeah, TMZ broke this story and put these details out, and this is what they had to say on some of the details here. Right? They're saying big drama for Huda Mustafa. Her boyfriend Louis Russell, ex-girlfriend, is seeking court order protection from the Love Island star. All right. She's alleging that Huda threatened to kill herself and tried to break into this young lady's home. All right. They also go on to say that this young lady, the baby mom, decided to beeline over to the court on Thursday and file a restraining order against this woman who she claims threatened her and Louis' baby boy and broke into their Los Angeles building. That's crazy. Right. So it's more details here that we will pretty much get into because I was able to find more details. But what I want to highlight is the fact that once TMZ made this post over on social media, I saw where quite a few people were trying to say this wasn't real. Like, no, this did not happen. What are y'all talking about? You're lying. Like, at some point in the article, TMZ talks about LAPD saying that they don't have a particular call, like, oh, we don't have access to this call or something like that, or we have no record of this phone call that you guys are referencing, right? Well, a lot of the fans were like, her fans, okay, the Huda Rats, they were like, oh, well, if they don't have the call and they have no record of it, then why are you guys reporting on it? Because it's fake and it's not real and all of this other stuff, right? That's what they said. They said it was fake, but then somebody came down to the internet to show us this. They like, no, baby, this not fake. Okay, there is a case number, there's a case title, it's a court filing, when it was filed, all of that. So it's very much so real. So then I did see a post where someone they made a post where they were like, oh, this post here, where they said, oh, I'm looking it up and I don't see any information here. It's not here. What are you talking about? You guys are lying. You made up something, right? So I did my own little research and I'm like, no, no, it's there, baby. It's there. And these are just some snippings from the documents. But I am going to see if I can pull the documents up for myself because it appears that, yeah, she got a restraining order out against her. But nobody, in my opinion, should really be surprised if you kept up with the show last year, right? And let me say this as well, because when I was looking up these documents, I was trying to find these documents, and I also was having trouble. But then I went a different route, and I was able to get the documents, or at least I'll say this: I was able to find the case number attached to the name, but no documents were available at the time. So I don't know if they were getting too many hits, if they temporarily took it down so that TMZ could break the story. I'm not sure what happened, but I am able to see a bit more. And this is a real case, and it is the ex girlfriend against Huda Mustafa. All right. A lot of what I'm learning, I'm not really surprised. Again, based on how she showed up on Love Island USA, Miss Ma'am was doing a whole lot. A whole lot. It showed that you need to. She falls in love extremely quickly, and then she gets a tad bit crazy. And that's that young love. And it's like, girl, you just need you got a lot of growth to work on. You got a lot of growing to do. Okay. And the people were saying that the girl came all the way from North Carolina to come all the way over to the LA, child. From North Carolina to LA to come into somebody's building and make threats and stuff like that's a little odd. Okay, now and again, this is all alleged. Even though the judge did grant a restraining order, it appears, and they do have a hearing coming up next month. But it's like, girl, yeah, this is all alleged. But if this is indeed true and you did these things, like that's crazy. You got your own child that you can focus on, but you rather run up behind this man. And I feel like if the baby was over there at the ex-girlfriend's house, obviously that's his mom, and Louis went over there to check on his child, you really don't trust Louis. Either that or you got your own security stuff within you that you need to work through because you keep hopping from relationship to relationship and not working on yourself. And it could be that Louis is not creating a safe environment for you. Or I mean, for you to fly from one place to the next, you already kind of feel threatened by Nicole because something is odd. Okay. But let me see if I could get these documents up so we can check them out real quick. All right, y'all. So I got the actual document and we're about to go through it. And I just want y'all to know real quick that I'm starting at a certain point intentionally because, girl, I ain't trying to give out nobody address, honey. Okay, so I'm starting at a little piece, and we just gonna read through it to see exactly what's going on. Okay. All right. So the first thing that's being said is that she was making threats against my son's life as well as her own daughter's life in her own life before she Ubered to my and my son's home and broke into the building, threatening to knock down all of our doors. Okay, or knock down all of our doors. Right. So they said, why do you need protection from these people? Right, or why do these people need protection? Primarily, she put her son's name in the first portion, and I believe it was portion A. She put her son's name that needed protection, and why did they need protection, and she put this information in there. Okay. All right. A relationship of the party. She says her son's father's girlfriend. All right. There's that. Are there now any protective or restraining orders in effect or relating to you or this person? No. All right. Description of the harassment. All right. Harassment means violence or threats of violence against you. Okay. So February 21st at about 1:30 a.m., myself, my son, and his father, Lewis Russell, were all there when this took place. So obviously, Huda was trying to get to that man because that man was over there visiting his child at the baby mama house. But I ain't gonna lie, child, it is 1:30 in the morning. So what was really going on for you to be over there at the baby mama house so late? Okay, was the baby sick? Did she need you to watch the child at her house or something like that while she was working? Like, what was really going on? I don't know. Now, I'm still not giving Huda a pass to be going over there to that lady house and showing her it's and threatening and doing all this and that. Okay? Period. Let's keep going. All right. So they go on and there's more. And they're saying that on February 20th, 2026, Huda Mustafa landed at LAX from North Carolina. So, girl, you flew in the night before and threatened to jump off buildings, swearing on her daughter's life that she was going to kill herself after about 12 hours of terrifying and extremely mentally unstable threats against her, her daughter, and my son's lives. She Ubered to where my son and I live, and she broke into the building uninvited. Obviously, girl, you flew from North Carolina. I hope you was scheduled to be there. You flew from North Carolina, dealt with that long ass line of TSA all the way, all only for you to get all the way out here and show your ass like this, ma'am. Insane, ma'am. Insane. I can't. I cannot. That's crazy. Let's keep going. Mentally and emotionally in fear for my son and my own safety. She wasn't harmed or really injured, but mentally and emotionally, she was in fear for her and her son's own safety. Girl, this a mess here. Here's more where she says, the question is, has the person that she was referencing, Miss Huda, harassed you at other times? And she says, yes, via messages on social media. Okay. This is terrible. So now she's seems like she wants her to stay about 100 feet away from her home, her job, her school, the children's school, wherever the kids gonna be taken care of. So if this restraining order stays in place, whenever Louis gets his son, Huda can be nowhere around at all. Ain't that something? Child, but that's what's going on, right? Temporary restraining order. My son's father has informed her that her actions have called for a restraining order. TRO was not specified, but he already told her whatever she did coming over to that girl house, showing her it's like that. Okay. It warranted a restraining order. And it seems to me when I read this that he probably like, I can't even be mad at her. She has a right to move how she chooses to move because you shouldn't have flown your ass from North Carolina down here to LA to come over here showing your ass when I wasn't even much doing that like that. So I don't know. But yep. That's the signature. That is the name. Okay. So it is official. Miss Huda has been served for all the fans. They were like, oh, it's not real. It's fake. It's fake. No, it's not, baby. It's not. It's not. Okay. Y'all don't want to hear the truth about y'all favorite sometimes, but this is the reality of the situation. Miss Ma'am has a temporary restraining order on her. They will be going to court for another hearing next month. And I guess we'll see whether or not that a restraining order is going to be permanent for God knows how long. All right. But that's what's going on. That's what's going on. And it seemed to not be stopping the show at all, because obviously Huda's still over here linked up with demands with her boo, Mr. What's his name? Louis. Even after all of this was said and done, he's still over here with Huda. Child. And again, we don't know if this is fake or not. I ain't gonna say fake, but we don't know if these pictures are old or not. I don't know. But everything happened at the end of February, and here we are somewhere in the middle of March. You guys can leave your thoughts and comments down below about everything that we just got into. I am Jamie, that's me. Be sure to like up the video, subscribe to the channel, and you guys know I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking the drama.